As it turns out, Rory McIlroy is not returning to the PGA Tour Policy Board and the board of the newly formed PGA Tour Enterprises, and it sounds like he was stabbed in the back by some of his fellow players. I'm Ryan Ballingy with Golf News Net, and Rory McIlroy explained why at the Wells Fargo Championship he is not returning to the PGA Tour Policy Board despite the resigning member Webb Simpson explicitly asking to be replaced by McIlroy, who left the PGA Tour Policy Board last November after serving as the face of the PGA Tour in its fight with LIV Golf. And as it turns out, 3 of his fellow players and 1 of McIlroy's business partners made sure that McIlroy did not return to the Policy Board. According to multiple reports, including from Golf Digest and from The Telegraph, Tiger Woods himself, Jordan Spieth, and Patrick Cantlay all voted against having McIlroy return to the board. Woods and McIlroy are in business together. They are co-owners of the TGL concept that will debut in 2025, the team-based hybrid indoor golf league that will air on ESPN. And Woods does not want McIlroy back on the board, apparently. Jordan Spieth, who has gotten into a tiff with McIlroy about the nature of the funding that they have received from Strategic Sports Group and the need for funding or lack thereof need from the Saudi Public Investment Fund, has become a public matter as well. And Cantlay, who is said to have exerted quite a bit of influence over the matters of this negotiation between the PGA Tour and the Saudi Public Investment Fund from the player side, also voted against it. It's an unfortunate situation for McIlroy, as I'm pretty certain his voice would be a significant help to the conversation here if they are trying to usher in a deal with the Saudis, as McIlroy has met previously a couple of different times with Yasir Rumayyan, who is the governor of the Public Investment Fund and is basically the money man for LIV Golf, and has at least somewhat of a relationship with him after the members of the board, at least on the player side, met with Rumayyan for the first time in March after the Players' Championship. Jay Monahan, the commissioner of the PGA Tour, says progress continues to be made on a deal, but as we get closer to the 1-year anniversary of the June 6th announcement of the framework agreement between these two parties and the DP World Tour, it seems like there is more infighting than ever among PGA Tour players.